I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Yahweh is the Most High God. Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. The Rakak Wadash is the Holy Spirit in the Paleo Hebrew. And I want to give double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit, Lord willing that they can continue to endure and be sincere. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching this word and believing this word in the same spirit that they endure and be sincere. And shalom to the Akwat Yom that are believers of the faith, Lord willing that they continue to pursue their lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. This is a walk and talk commentary. The title of this lesson is, this is a compact movie. You know, it has action. Of course, it might have spiritual romance, right? Suspense. You got crime. You got horror, you know? And you got to understand what role, right? What role do you play, you know? Really talking to the elect and talking to the whole nation of Israel. You got two type of people. You got the 2/3, and then you have the elect. The 2/3 is a prime example of no faith, lazy, you know. But in the same, on this side, again, you get action, you get crime. You know, you got Jake dabbling in drugs. You know, you got immorality. You got newness, especially of the sisters, right? Selling their bodies like they harlots instead of moving and being a princess, right? You got dropouts, right? Not even just only school, but dropouts when it comes to this faith. Yes, we've been whitewashed, we've been lied to so many times, but when a brother start getting deep, you know, and people start talking about the spirit on this side on a real level, because people in church feel like they in the spirit because they do the heel toe, but they're not teaching you history. Everything in the scriptures was written before we got into this captivity, before 2024, you know. And by faith, you believe in all the word. You can't just believe in one sentence in one chapter. You got to dabble in the whole thing. And 2/3, they failed to realize how real, how serious this faith is, how serious this movie is. You know, Esau, who a lot of people might not believe is a so-called white man and woman, right? They're playing their role better than the 2/3, man. You know, and I'm talking about the top elites. You know, the lower class Edomites, they really do not have no idea what's going on, you know, because Esau really shouldn't even be working right now, you know, because this is their kingdom, you know. I'm at work and I'm thinking negative, man, because you'll see how Esau move and act. I'll see a whole Edomite not do nothing at work, but let Jake not do nothing at work. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have more problems than a so-called, you know, Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Or you see these heathens, they come in here and feel like they better than the next. But they just came here because of war, you know, and famine that's hitting their lands. You know, this is a movie, a real movie, man. You know, you never know when you're coming or going, right? Because if you dabble in the wrong thing, something that you shouldn't be dabbling in, you know, it could cause you your life. You know, you could be killed, you know? And people really don't come to the realization of how real this movie is. You know, you got women that, yes, they share their opinion. They might feel, you know, this westernized love feeling. Like, ooh, I love him. Or, you know, I want him all to myself. I don't want no woman to have him. I don't want him to be attracted to no woman, you know? And I'm just talking about, this is a movie. Like, men really supposed to put their head down when they see another woman, you know? We fail to tell, you know, we tell our women that they're the only beautiful woman in the world, you know? But why would men get so afraid if a woman is coming on to him or saying he's hey, no, I got a girl, and the man mostly get nervous. He get nervous. A man can't lie to himself. Some men might not be lying. Some men might be fully telling the truth. That one woman is attractive, but he would be lying if he's saying there's only one woman in the world that's the most beautiful, and that's my wife, But hey, in the kingdom, you're gonna be really in your man steps, man. You're gonna really be moving like a king. You're gonna really be moving like a man. This is a movie, man. Even for how how women pick their men on this side. This is all a movie. I was watching what was I watching? Yeah, I was watching a family business. And this is a black family. I think it's a BET TV show, and the Muslim, they was arranging marriage. You know what I'm saying? And I heard what this one girl said, because the guy, she was like, see, the men, y'all can just be free and y'all can choose who y'all want, but we gotta have arranged marriage and all and so and so. Now, in some cases in history, men had arranged marriage too, but it was more who they wanted to choose. Because if the father said, hey, I want you to marry somebody from this nation or this descendant, but a man can choose. But for a daughter, it was mostly more arranged, because a father will pick a man of his own stature, through the spirit, right? Or it could be something of an alliance, like when you look at Esther, and that's the Lord allowing that to happen, just for alliance for Israel, to the further future of, Cyprus, letting Israel go and rebuild the walls. You know what I'm saying? But watching this Muslim do arranged marriage, that was just fire, and a lot of our women need that, because when you look in, I think it is Sirach 41, I believe, Sirach 41:21, I believe, I could be wrong, where especially in the GNT, where it says a woman can get any man, right? But a man should choose his wife carefully. A man should choose his wife carefully. A woman can have any man, but especially when we doing it in the right order of old times, especially in the nation of Israel. Even all the other nations was doing it at a time when it was ordered. They would arrange marriage. Solomon, he married the Egyptian princess, and that was all for an alliance. So you gotta really comprehend that the father arranged that marriage, arranged it to benefit Egypt for whatever connection, either if it was crops, food, grain, wine, right, gold, silver, some type of agreement with Solomon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if our nation on this side was raised to have arranged marriage for our daughters, we would have less thoughts. We would have more virgins. Some women that say that they're being celibate, some women would have been in the right order, because the father would have never allowed her just to open up her legs anywhere. It would have been appointed time, and he would have arranged for her to be with somebody of understanding, But this is a movie. This is the greatest movie ever told, ever played, and ever scripted, because everything that I'm saying, you can't really have it this way on this side. But when you come in this truth and you start having kids, you get to really say, I'm going to arrange my kids to get married when I feel, but of course it's a crucial time right now. So I highly doubt, you would be arranging it, because we want to build our children up in the faith, But that's just talking about romance. Spiritual romance, even more, is that relationship that you have with Yahushua, because us as a nation, we're a bride, starting with the men, and the same way how a man is teaching his wife to please and how she's supposed to be towards her husband, is the same way the men of the nation is supposed to be pleasing Yahushua, walking in the lot that he have given us. Like, this society is straight bullshit. you know. But of course, I can't come around and you freaking devil wherever I go just because I'm at work and Esau might say something slick. You know, I still gotta hold my tongue because it's not that time yet. You know, and eventually that judgment is gonna hit Esau, and it's nothing he's gonna be able to do about it because this is a movie. The ending don't just happen right in the beginning of a movie. It takes time for it to happen, right? You got the first beginning scene or the plot, right? The conclusion, right? The conflict, and then it ushers in the end, you know? And this is a movie that's gonna have the best end that's in the world that nobody have ever seen, you know? And hey, and Lord willing, we're part of the ending where we're the good guys, which is the elect, the men and the women and the children, you know, get beamed up on this side, you know, because every movie has a good ending. Most movies, you know, some movies got a terrible ending. You be like, man, that joint was trash. Or sometimes you see an ending and you hoping that it's a part 2 or a part 3 or a part 4. And the best thing about the history of this movie, you had 4 major empires, you know, and this last empire is established with that 4th empire. Then you had the first major captivity back then, which was Egypt. So this was a action-packed movie, you know, a action-packed movie. Fire, man. Yes, kids was getting killed, women was getting taken advantage of, getting ravished, raped, right? Graped, Salaki. I know how YouTube might get, and some people, graped, right? Men getting manhandled. I don't know if y'all know what happened in America. Men was definitely getting manhandled by their oppressors, right? Rome was making certain sexual torture devices, right? It was definitely some horror, man. You had people, you know, a lot of Israel was eating their kids. You had other nations that was eating their kids, you know. Guess what? We start starving. We ain't got no food. We start moving from our ways. And guess what? We had to end up eating food, animals that we don't eat. You know, maybe a rat. You don't see no chickens, you know, nothing that you can't eat, no cow, but you see some rats. Man, let me make a ratatouille, you know, and that's an actual rat, you know. This is an action-packed movie, but everybody got their script, like Samuel Waller always say, you know. But you have to know while you're in this walk, what script do you have, you know, and is you gonna play your role, you know. Everybody in this movie is not gonna play their role, you know. That's why everybody can't get the good script. The good script is the elect, you know. The elect is gonna get touched. They're gonna go through certain things, but they're gonna endure to the end. That's the best script to have, you know. Outside of the 2/3, that's the best script to have, because the 2/3 is gonna die in the end of this movie, you know. But, you know, starting off with the next movie that's forever and ever, you know, they gonna come back, you know. But by faith you have to believe in that, right? Because the Lord has mercy on who He has mercy on. You know, that judgment is a punishment towards the children of Israel who disobeys the Lord, right? But the kingdom is for Israel, but the elect is gonna get salvation. The Lord replenished the earth with Noah's family, and those nations came back, you know, and the Lord really established the nations through Noah's sons. How much more mercy is He gonna have for the children of Israel, you know? And what, being in the kingdom just ashamed and contempt, you know? So Lord willing, this is edifying, and you prepare yourself for this movie to end. You know, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakwadash. And with that, Shalom.